At the Crevasse Crossing, usually there'll be a couple of picnic tables or something a little more sturdy, but these little sawhorses, they will simulate that. But you will see that you have one 12-foot pole, one 10-foot pole, one 8-foot, and 4 smaller 4-foot poles. You'll also have two ropes that have the red paint on the end, and you'll have 8 ropes that, well, if you get to the station 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you'll have a jumbled mess like this. If you get to it number 1, you'll have stuff that's fairly well taken care of. And you'll also quickly notice that the distance between the 2 picnic tables, or the crevasse, will fit a 12-foot pole, but it will not fit the 10-foot pole. And your task, of course, is to build a bridge across this crevasse.
Good morning, Mayor. We are the Bulldogs from Troop 373.
Okay, so do you have a patrol yell?
We are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs bark and bulldogs bite will guide your path with a shining light. Yeah!
Good morning, Bulldogs. So, who's your patrol leader?
I am.
Welcome to Ketchikan, Alaska and the Crevasse Crossing. The script will read as such. Scouts, the object is to use the provided poles and ropes to lash together and build a bridge or platform to cross the crevasse. The bridge must be able to support the weight of at least one team member at a time as they cross the structure. All team members must cross. Bonus points for getting your sled across will be awarded as well. You may notice that only one pole can actually span the crevasse.
All right, so the patrol starts off by taking the 12-footer, and that one fits. And if they still don't realize it, ooh, that one doesn't quite fit. So we're gonna have to do something with this one to get it to fit all the way across. And we're gonna start off by doing a couple of round lashings. Now I only need just a little bit longer to make it all the way across, and you can actually take your 12-footer off of here, measure to the end over there, to the end here. Okay, I need to go that far. You want to make sure that your round lashings are as far apart as possible, because if they're fairly close together, they'll allow it to bend really easy. So you put them far across, and then they can't bend quite so much. All right, so I put a pole down here so I can easily get the ropes underneath here. But a round lashing starts off by going around both poles, and we're going to tie a clove hitch. Okay, that's around both poles, and again I'm doing it as far as I can towards this edge. Now all I have to do is wrap this around until I get to the very end. I'm going to do this as tight as I can. When I get to the end, it'll be another clove hitch. All right, well now we have both of our rails for the bridge done. Go ahead and place them up here. And these 4 poles are for the treads for the bridge. You want to space them out as best you can, because you don't want to have too far of a distance to have to be able to step, because each patrol member is going to have to get across this bridge. And you get extra points if you can get your sled across the bridge. So now that they're all about equidistant or so, we'll use all of the other ropes, which we have a set of 8, and we'll tie square lashings to each one of these, 8 square lashings, and then we'll be able to cross the bridge. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a Japanese square lashing. The only place I can find this in the Scout books anywhere is in the Pioneering Merit Badge. And what you do is you take a long rope and you have it equidistant, and you just wrap it around like I have here. Wrap it around here on the bottom of the pole. And then all you're doing with this is keep it equidistant. You just wrap around. Wrap around the pole like this. So you're basically doing 2 wraps at the same time. So I shouldn't have anything that crosses here, and I shouldn't have anything that crosses here. If you do something like this, then you know you have it wrong. So there I already have my 3 wraps. Okay, now you're wondering, okay, well, how are you going to do the fraps there, Smarty? Okay, so what you do is you just cross over here and you start doing your fraps. Now remember, your wraps can be a little loose, but fraps are always really tight. So I'm going to tighten this up. Tighten that up. Now if you've been counting, we have 1, 2, 3 fraps, 3 wraps, which is exactly what you want. Now you end this with a square knot. So this is left over right, right, over left, end with your square knot. That's the fastest way to tie a square lashing. So you do 8 of these, and then you can get across the bridge. All right, so I have both of the round lashings as far apart as possible on here. I have a couple of my treads on here, and I'm just going to show you the strength of this and what the difference might be if your round lashings were too close. So, okay, that's my full weight. And as you can see, it is not budging at all. So that is good and strong. These are good and strong on here. That should carry the weight just fine. I am